Let's talk about Hemingway. What you found, what's different? He seems like a subject who has been so closely studied and so many of us know so well. What did you find that was new, that will surprise people, that maybe change their perspective on things?
Well, I think when you get 100 years away from when somebody's writing at their best, it's important to kind of dust it off and remind us why he's such an extraordinary writer. And we've done that with the short stories and the novels and the nonfiction. But I think the thing about Hemingway, the reason why we think we know him, is because of the myth about him. This big, brawling, hyper-masculine guy, maybe toxic masculine guy, you know, big game hunter, outdoorsman, deep-sea fisherman, lover of women, brawler, drinker. All of those things are true, but they hide a deep inner life, which we were able to kind of get through, penetrate the mythology that he helped construct about himself, a lot of it fraudulent, and get to some sensitivities, get to some anxieties, get to some vulnerabilities that remind us how topical he is now. I'll give you one or two examples. He wrote a couple of short stories up in Michigan and Hills Like White Elephants that put himself, or put the reader in the mind of a woman who's being, how shall we say, toxically manipulated by a male, which is sort of what he did, at least he pretended to do all his life. So all of a sudden that rearranges our own molecules. He's very interested in gender fluidity. He has his 4 wives, cut their hair short. He grows his long. You've got an interesting character. And so I think what Lynn and I have done is sort of exposed the fraudulence of the myth and gotten around it to get at the much more interesting real person and the turbulent and, in the end, as we all know, tragic life of Ernest Hemingway. But what remains undeniable is just how spectacular his writing is and how he changed American writing. He is, and literature in the world. He is the most important writer in the 20th century. So I can't wait for you to see it. It's super complicated.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.